Morning. Happy Monday. It is August 18th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm going to pull up and check my sound. Comment in as you join. Let me know how your morning's going. I want to make sure my sound is working, that we are live. Got to wait till it notifies people here. Okay, let's see. There we go. Looks like I'm up and going. Yep. Awesome. Hey, hope you guys had a great weekend. Want to talk to you today about a tactic that I am seeing. You know, the more and more, obviously, I grow business and go through life. So you guys know I'm trying to grow Reminder Media, my business, and then I have a real estate business that I'm trying to grow on the side. I was actually talking to my brother Steven the other day. You know, we got to get into insurance, man. Because, you know, insurance is the industry that has made the most millionaires, and there seems to be so much opportunity. Especially, I'm seeing so much opportunity in the Medicare insurance game, which is just crazy right now. I know a lot of things are changing. But I run Reminder Media, right? It's a multi-million-dollar company, and then we have the number one real estate team in Lynchburg, Virginia. They're top in the nation, and we do a lot of investing and flipping and stuff like that. And I have this show called Stay Paid. So shameless plug for my podcast, Stay Paid Podcast. I interview top entrepreneurs in insurance, finance, real estate, and other industries too, but those are the main three. Release an episode every Monday. Not too long ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I released a call-in show where I am taking live call-ins from my listeners. So, you know, these are people that have submitted questions. They come on the show. I've never talked to them before. I'm hearing their question, usually for the first time, and I give them my raw take of what we've done to grow our business in the trench, right? So, you know, I don't try to give them theory. I try to just go, hey, look, this is what we've seen. This is what we've learned with growing our business. Hopefully it can help them. So far, it has been amazing for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Go check it out, staypaidpodcast.com, or just look up Reminder Media or Stay Paid Podcast on YouTube and you'll find it. But the reason why I reference the show is because what I have found is, you know, I have this sign behind me, Take Action. And this Take Action sign really was the genesis of the show, is that I had tens of thousands of clients in those 3 spaces that were signing up for my marketing program. So my flagship product is the customizable magazine. Maybe you use Start Healthy, American Lifestyle. So I had clients doing that, and then that led us into doing direct mail for postcards. We also do email marketing now. We do paid advertising, so Facebook leads, stuff like that. And as we've built out this marketing platform, the biggest pain point I've seen is that I can't get agents to actually take action and do the necessary steps they need to do. In fact, the biggest thing that they've lacked is even using the product that they buy. How many of you guys can admit that you've bought a product before and you never used it? Maybe you bought a gym membership before and you never went to the gym. Massive problem, right? With humanity, let alone in business, is we buy things and we don't take action on them. And the best system is the system you'll use and you'll commit to. So this podcast, Stay Paid, came out of this idea of how can I deliver above and beyond more for my clients, educate them, inspire them, motivate them to take action? How can I get people that maybe aren't my voice, who's always talking to them, but maybe some great entrepreneurs out there in the space? And so Stay Paid was birthed. You guys, if you've been following me for a while, you know my story. For 3 years, nobody listened. And that was one testament of you got to be consistent, because on the 3rd year, it started to take off a little bit. And it ended up going all the way to number 6 on the marketing charts for Apple. We usually always sit in the top 100, oftentimes in the top 30 in marketing podcasts. So I would love for you guys to check it out. But we've done over 600 episodes now. We might be close to 700. So it's been years, 5-6 years, maybe a little longer, of doing this. And imagine that for a second, right? And in the early years, only in the past year do I only release 1 episode a week. I might go back to 2. For the first really 5 years of the show, we released episodes on Mondays and Thursdays. And so for, you know, every week for literally 6 straight years, I'm sitting down and I am talking to entrepreneurs and business owners that are extremely successful in their space. And think about all that cumulative knowledge that is gained up, right? Anything you do when you're stacking bricks, in the short term, it doesn't feel like you're gaining a lot. But as I look back over the 6 years, I go, man, what a blessing it has been to be able to get so many different perspectives and learn so much to try to inspire people to take action. And so what I'm always trying to do is go, well, Luke, What have you seen that is consistent, thematic across all these entrepreneurs? Because every space, every industry, every locality, every business has its little nuances, its specialty, its niche, its value prop. But are there consistent principles you see across these entrepreneurs? And of course, you guys could name some of these principles. You see motivated people. You see people that take action, like I've seen behind me. You see people that are consistent. They show up. But as I have been, talking to people more and more, I've really honed in on there is one thing I am seeing a lot amongst these entrepreneurs, amongst people that are successful. And that's what I want to share with you today is this tactic, and I am applying it to my own life and business, is going, okay, where in my business, whether it's for me or team members that work with me, are we failing in this area? And where in my own life am I failing in this area? So over 600 episodes, here is one trait and tactic that I am seeing thematically across all these incredibly successful entrepreneurs is they are religious about their calendar. They are religious about their calendar. They are focused on time blocking and setting up their calendar for success. A way you could say it is top producers don't let their calendar happen to them. They happen to their calendar, meaning they are proactive in planning their day, planning their week, planning their month. And then instead of being reactive, I think what happens to people is, and maybe this happened to you this morning, it's 10 o'clock. When did you get up? What have you done from now till 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time? Do you even know? Was it planned? Do you have it all lined out? And that's your first wake-up call, man. If you haven't had your calendar planned up to this point, what makes you think you're going to have it planned for the rest of the day? Meaning, if you think about it, what you have to do is when you hit the ground in the morning, the biggest enemy you have is lack of clarity, is confusion. If you confuse, you lose. And so you need to have absolute clarity and intention of what you're going to accomplish that day. And the more clarity you have, the easier it is to execute. And the more you execute, we all know this, you're going to fail faster, you're going to win faster, you're going to iterate faster. And so you need clarity in your life and business. If you want more discipline, if you want more freedom in your life, as Jocko says, Jocko Willenick, he wrote the book Extreme Ownership, you need more discipline. Jocko shared with our company during the pandemic. I brought him in to speak to us and our whole team. And he said, look, you don't lack time, you lack discipline. Because if you go and look at the white spaces on your calendar, you're going to realize you have a ton of time. And if you just became a little bit more disciplined in your activity, you would free up so much time. And so I want to challenge you, because I've seen it over 600 episodes at interviewing entrepreneurs all across the country. These people are religious about their calendar. And one thing that I've seen consistently, if you want to take it to the next level of tactic, it's not just the calendar management. They are really good at making sure they have revenue generating activities on their calendar. They have prospecting time, as another way to say it, on their calendar. Most people, where they fail is naturally we don't want to do the hard things. We have been conditioned since the beginning of humankind to avoid pain. So why would you want to pick up the phone and get rejected over and over again? We all know sales is a 98 to 99% rejection game. Why do you want to do that? That's pain. You don't want to put yourself through that pain. So you know what we do as human beings? We run towards the operational task in our business. We run towards the things and we make ourselves busy but not productive. But I've seen over these 600 episodes, these entrepreneurs, what they do is they prioritize prospecting. They honor it on their calendar. Most of the time, these people will, at minimum, and they're successful, have 2 hours of prospecting a day on their calendar. Most of them are 4 hours plus of prospecting a day. Think about this right now. Your Friday, hopefully you worked a little bit over the weekend too, but your Friday, let's just go back to your Friday. How much was prospecting time? How much of your day was prospecting time? Did you have at least 2 to 4 hours of prospecting time where you did not allow interruption to get in the way? And I would challenge you, that is a trait or a tactic I am seeing thematically across these entrepreneurs and these successful business people, is they are religious about their calendar, they honor it, and they make sure that on their calendar they have prospecting time. The second thing that I've seen, not from all of them, just being transparent, but from a lot of them, they've mentioned they schedule their family time on their calendar. They schedule their personal, what you would call kind of the personal side, not just the business side, on their calendar. Things like date night with their wife or their husband. Things like time with the kids, going to church. They schedule all of it on their calendar. And the rule is, if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't happen. And so I just go, wow, how do I get to a point in my life or my team members where every day I wake up and I'm not living in the reactive? I'm living in the proactive. We're always going to have fires coming at us that we're going to have to put out. We're always going to have adversity pop up that we didn't prepare for, that you're going to have to handle. You're going to have a certain amount of your life that's going to be reactive. But how do you make the majority of your life proactive, where you know what you're trying to do, when you're trying to do it? That allows you to iterate and actually improve, because now you have measurement and you can see where you've spent your actual past week. And here's the big thing in life. You can be an insanely good producer, if not top producer, and still have so much more opportunity, so much more potential, because you really aren't disciplined with your time management. I could probably ask for an amen in the chat if you struggle with time management. I think it is the Achilles heel of most people, because time management is a lack of discipline. When you struggle with time management, you struggle with discipline. Every human being struggles with discipline. It's why most of us are out of shape in our life, because it's the discipline of eating healthy and getting to the gym. It's no different for your time management. So that's it. That's the simple Monday mindset for you today. But I think it's insanely powerful. It's challenged me. How do I get better? How do I do it in a way that, yes, it is hard, but it is so fruitful and beneficial to my life? There are so many things that are hard in life, but that are so fruitful and beneficial. And I think time management is one of those things. And I want to challenge each of you this week. It's August 18th. Maybe you didn't do it today. Can you sit down today and spend an hour to plan out your tomorrow? And every single day, sit down for an hour and plan out your next day. Put on your calendar two things. One is prospecting, 2 hours at least a day. Second is your personal time, your family time. Schedule that in, because that's important. If you don't have a family, or even for those who have a family, think about your spiritual time, your mindset time. Schedule that in. Commit to your calendar, honor it like it's a boss. And the last thing I'll share with you as I close out is, most of these people that I've talked to, they know if they try this alone, they will fail. They need a community or an accountability partner that will keep them accountable to their goals, that is driven by their calendar. What you keep in secret has power over you. What you put out in vulnerability has no power over you. That's why there's power in vulnerability. When someone vulnerably shares, they immediately open up the audience, right? You can't allow yourself to keep in secret that you're not productive. You've got to share that. You don't have to share that with the whole world. In fact, don't share it with the whole world. Don't go be blasting on social, because now all your prospects are going to be like, oh, I don't want to do business with this person. But get 2 or 3 trusted people that will invest in you, that love on you, that want to put you to the next level, and be vulnerable with them. Actually share with them, hey, I need you to hold me to this calendar. I need you to hold me to these commitments. Every day, right, I'm texting Tim Bushnell, Stephen Acree, my brother, my cousin, hey, 5 o'clock. Let's get it, boys. Let's go today, because we want accountability of making sure we're up early, making sure we're getting to the gym, making sure we're in the Word, making sure that we have the goal set for the day. Every day at 7:30, I'm getting on with my brother Stephen. We're mapping out, what do we have to accomplish today? What's the big rock? Is it magical? No, it's actually the opposite of magical most days. But it keeps you consistent and accountable, because you told somebody I was going to do this today, and then now tomorrow I have to show up and tell them I didn't do it, and that's painful, especially when you have somebody that's good, because they're going to let you know, hey, don't ever do that again. Don't say you're going to do something and not do it, because you're not a person of integrity then. And if you're not a person of integrity, you can't function in confidence. And if you can't function in confidence, you're not going to be able to influence people, let alone influence yourself. So there you go, guys. Get out there and win for your families, win for yourself, win for your clients. Let's make it happen this week. Happy Monday. Hopefully that Monday mindset challenges you to get your calendar right. Let's go. Appreciate you guys.